So the first place that we're going to work is on the retinaculum here, and to lift the retinaculum off these tendons. Now when you look in the books, you'll see the retinacula as if they were very precise structures, but in practice they may run down onto the foot and up onto the leg, and you won't feel precise places where these retinacula start and finish. So please notice that I'm using the whole surface of this first knuckle, first finger bone, and by keeping my hand loose, not as a fist like this, keeping my hand loose, my hand conforms to the foot, and as I go up the foot, I'm dropping my elbow, if we can come out a little bit, dropping my elbow to scoop the tissue up off the tendons. All right. Now there's one more piece here, which is, Susan, you bring your foot up and down. Foot straight up and straight down. That's it. Foot up and foot down. So how does that feel to you as I'm doing that, Susan?
It feels like the tissue is stretching a lot.
A little bit burning, or just
a little bit of burning, but basically it still feels good.
Good. And if I let you bring your foot up and down by itself now, can you feel the difference with how it was before? Does it feel a little freer to you?
Yes,
or?
it feels like I have a really good range of motion with my foot.
Oiled and lubed. A small amount of lotion, if you need it, is great, but not oil. Susan, bring your foot up, dorsiflex, and plantar flex. And I'm just dropping my elbow and scooping it up. And dropping my elbow. Keep moving, Susan. Dropping my elbow to scoop the tissue off. Okay, Susan, bring your foot up and down. My hand is very soft so that it conforms to the inside of the ankle and brings the tissue up. And by moving, by having the client move, you can feel exactly where you are. The tendons, you want to be on the level above the tendons because that's where the retinaculum is, and as the client moves, you can feel exactly what level those tendons are on. Now let's see what happens when Sunshine tries it on Susan's other leg. So which hand do you use? Your right hand, all right. So let this set of knuckles just come onto the ankle there, good. And now you're going to come down into the tissue to where you feel yourself engaged with that first layer, and then drop your elbow and scoop that tissue up. You want to be as close to these knuckles as you can, just so your arm is headed right down into, that's it. Now, how's that feeling to you?
Good.
So now, Susan, how's it feeling to you?
It feels good. It's very smooth. It's not quite the amount of pressure that you used.
All right. So see if you can, just stop and start again, right in here. And take a few steps back from where you are. That's it, good. So now you can lean down into it, and don't forget to have her move. So Susan, lift your, well, I'll let you tell her.
Lift your foot. It's back and forth.
Just back and forth, lifting and dropping your foot. Do you feel how you can feel the tendons moving under your hand
Yes.
when the foot is moving? So that keeps you oriented. Where you want to be is in the layer right on top of those tendons. That's where the retinacula are.
Okay.
And you're freeing the tendons from the retinacula, or you're freeing actually the retinacula from the tendons. And you'll have it, yeah, you'll just have a feeling that you run out of juice there about 3 inches up. And when you run out of juice, you stop. And just come into your arm with your weight. So some of your weight's going into your foot, You just let that weight down into your arm, just like that. That's great. And Susan moves the foot. Great. Becomes less a matter of strength and just a matter of letting your weight in.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Was that closer, Susan?
That was much closer. It felt like a really steady pressure and smooth, much smoother.